Hi, Tyler Wood, Technical Sales Rep, Guardian Telecom, here again to talk about one of our exciting new VoIP products here. This is our HDE-30-V. Again, with slight modifications just to show some of the things that you can get as options here. The alteration that we've done is to put an information label as opposed to what you would see as emergency. And with that information label, what we also do is we change the coloring of this LED ring from a blue for typically information or assistance to a red for emergency or help. So again, just another kind of flexibility that we offer, and that was illustrated in our earlier OGP20 video if you watched that. If not, feel free to find it on our page here as well. Getting into a little bit more of the feature set of these phones and some of the different things that we do, we're going to show you a little bit behind the curtains today. We've got two different things for you. We've got this unit here, our HDE-30-V, and then we're going to show you a 2-button analog phone just to give you a different idea of some of the things we do. Again, when we're talking about this particular line of products, we are usually using these types of things in an environment where safety, security, that type of situation is where you find these. So it's in a parking structure, maybe a campus, maybe transit, these types of things where you get in front of the general public, and maybe it's for information, again, maybe it's for emergencies. So again, a lot of the things that we do on these units are for compliance. So again, keep in mind with this push button, it's IP67 rated, vandal resistant, again, public facing key component, but it's also protruding from that disability standpoint. You're able to utilize this if by chance you may not have fingers or something along those lines, and you still need to be able to push that button nice and easily. And the labeling you're going to find with different braille standards, maybe for different regions, different text heights, things like that. Again, we're more than happy to work through any kind of labeling compliance requirements that you might have, but by default we're ADA or AODA compliant as your situation may call for, and region specific you may have your own guiding principles. But again, we take care of that from our end so that you don't have to think about it and whether it's going to pass all of the standards that you need it to. So again, taking a look at the back side of this, keeping in mind that we're standardizing on things like our stainless steel faceplate here, which is 316 grade, brushed finish. We use this same faceplate on any number of our products, so you'll see some things that may not be populated in your version or in this version that may be in the one that you end up buying. Again, keeping in mind these are for multiple use cases, so in this case this is the unit shown in our OGP20 video, so the gasketing is not present on this as it would be with the back box built right onto this unit. It's designed to be put on the outside of our OGP20 wall mount, and this sealed up against it on the back side. So again, just to illustrate the point, this is some of the differences that you will find between models, and again, we're constantly striving for perfection here, and so you'll end up seeing maybe a different speaker, different microphones as things progress, and of course our circuitry, like any electronic device, is always being updated, and different firmware versions, things of that nature, so any of the markings on there may be slightly different in your own version. But keeping that in mind, again, we've got some key points in here. This microphone, between it and the faceplate itself, there's a stainless steel mesh for vandal resistance, a little weather protection. Again, outdoor rated, weatherproof speaker, all key components. The mic is a very high quality microphone, so that audio is good on both sides, transmit and receive. Again, when you're getting instructions maybe from campus security or maybe it's emergency personnel, you need to make sure that both sides of that conversation are heard very clearly. And some of the other things that you can see on here that aren't populated in this one, again, we have a lot of different compliance related items with these types of products, and some instances of that you might have what's called a hearing induction loop. And so we can put an antenna on the back side of this faceplate that would wrap around here and essentially radiate audio to a hearing aid that's in T-coil mode on your user. So again, if you're hard of hearing, you're going to come up to this phone, your hearing aid is going to have that audio transmitted to it, and you're going to be able to hear that conversation very clearly. Another compliance that we build our products to is B44. Again, this is an option that relates to elevators specifically and external indication. So not only do these boards have relays on them to begin with in terms of our analog or VoIP offering, but you can also get a B44 specific compliant model, and that allows you to have an external indication powered externally that if there was an issue with the phone, the elevator, these types of things, it would be indicated outside of that elevator. So again, from that safety standpoint for the public, it's very, very well rounded. Again, all sorts of different options. We'll get into that as you guys contact your sales staff here, and we're more than happy to get into depth with that.